Hello and welcome back. Today we're going through more pennies, working towards my world record. For those that aren't aware, because it's been a long time since I did one of these videos, I am working on a world record, the most coins in a collection from the same year. I focus on pennies from the year 2000 because they're the most numerous and they're also a low value, so keeping enough to beat the world record isn't such a huge financial burden. We need 51,504 to beat the current world record. And as of the last update, we were up to 37,065. There's been lots that have come into the PO box, so they'll be added at the end of the video. I've been saving coins from my Unhuntables videos, which I've been doing with Grossy, and then I've got 10 bags of pennies, so that is £200 worth of pennies to hunt through. So let's get into the first bag and see how many we find. In the first half of bag number 1 we have 50, which is what we kind of aim for in half a bag. 100 in a £20 bag is probably about half a course. That takes us to 37,115. One oddity found, one of these Guernsey crabs, which is a very cool coin. I forgot to mention at the start of the video, it's a different towel in the background because pennies are so dirty, it makes my towel very, very filthy. So anyway, on to the second half of this bag. And in the second half of the bag, an additional 37, taking us to 37,152 with one oddity. I've referred to them as oddities, the ones we shouldn't find in mainland UK chains. So this is an Isle of Man penny from 2008. We might find some world coins as we go on, but on to the next bag, I guess. Here we go. Unfortunately, only additional 35, not a very good start to this bag, takes us to 37,187 coins. They're bags though, so we got a few more oddities than usual. There's a Jersey penny from 94, and then some euros. These 5 cents I reckon I made a bit of profit on, right? This is from Netherlands, 1999 is that? Then another 5 cent from Spain, 2018, and a 2 cent from France, 2006 I think that is. So let's go on with the second half of this bag. In the second half of this bag, 36, so unfortunately not quite how many we would like to find in a whole bag, but there we go, that's just the way it works sometimes. It takes us to 37,223 towards the world record. A few more oddities, some more euros, a 2 cent coin from Lietuva, and I always get confused whether that's Latvia or Lithuania. I think because it's got the V in it, which makes me think it's Latvia, it's actually Lithuania. I think that's the way that works. And then a teeny tiny little 1 cent piece, and that is from Austria, I believe. I think that's an Edelweiss if memory serves. But plenty more bags to get through, so let's carry on. On to bag number 3. So then, first half of the bag we found another 37, taking us to 37,260 in total. One little oddity as well, New Zealand 10 pence. Very, very cool design. But we've got half a bag to go still, so let's see what we get in that half. Well, a much more respectable tally from that half of the bag. That's another 49. Almost 50, which is what we aim to try and get in a half of a bag. Obviously it's all luck and whatever they turn up or not, but it takes us to 37,309. So on to the next bag, I guess. Here we go, bag number 4. First half of bag number 4, 51. Best half of a bag for this video so far. It takes us to 37,360 with one oddity found. This is an Irish penny from 1980, but good going. Let's see what we get in the second half of the bag though. And then another 45, taking us to 37,405. One oddity to keep. It's not a world coin, it's not a territory coin, it's just a very cool colour. It's purple, we like purple, so no added value, I hasten to add, it's just a cool colour, so going into my oddities box. But we're going to do one more bag before I have a break, I think. Here we go, bag number 5, and then I get to wash my hands. First half of bag number 5 resulted in 45 more, not a bad number, 37,450 that takes us to, and then some intriguing oddities. That is a 20 pence coin, not a penny, so 19 pence profit potentially there. 5 euro cent, and this one is from the Netherlands, 1999. Another 5 euro cent. This one is from Spain, 1999. And then an Isle of Man penny with the Lox and Ram on it. It's a very cool coin. But One more half of the bag to go, then I can finally wash my hands. And then an additional 38, 2 of which are 2p pieces, because there was a bag of 2p in there, which is kind of weird, but the rest were pennies. Takes us to a grand total of 37,488. We are getting very close to 37,500. 2 more oddities to wrap this first half of the hunt off. We've got this Isle of Man rugby ball. 1990, what? Yep, 1997, that reads to me. Does look like a coffee bean. But then, coolest oddity so far on this 2014 1p. Look at that, giant bit of cud. It's an extra bit of metal caused by damage to the die, which I think is very, very cool. Well, I guess time to wash my hands and get on to bag number 6. Onwards with bag number 5, and you'll notice my lovely clean hands, which won't be clean for much longer. First half gives us another 48, taking us to 37,536 with 1 oddity found. We've got a Guernsey crab, 1998. Very cool. So let's carry on with the second half of this bag. Second half of the bag, we've got another 35, taking us to 37,571. A bit more generous with the oddities. 2 Jersey Tower pennies. There's one. And there's the second. And I guess on to the next bag. Here we go, bag number 6. Well, that's a very good start to the first half of this bag. 57, taking us to 37,628, and a whole bunch of oddities too. A US 1 cent, 1964, no mint marks, so that's a Philadelphia mint. This Isle of Man, I think it's a workstation if memory serves. It's another penny, 1988 on that one. And this one's from Jersey, 94. And a Euro 5 cent coin from Belgium, 1999. So, on with the next half of the bag. Well then, an additional 41, taking us to 37,669, and holy Toledo, did we get some oddities. This is a Euro 5 cent from Spain. What was the year on it? 2000 and something? 9? 8? 9? Very cool. 2 cents. From Portugal. I can't remember the year. It's in this tiny writing either in between these little shields, but that's a very cool looking coin. Another 5 cents. This one is from Spain, 1999. Irish 1p with this very cool peacock. I was going to say penguin, it's not a penguin. 1980. And finally a 2 cent coin from Portugal again. Very, very cool. So, onwards with the next bag. I think this is bag number 8. First half of the bag, as you can see, we've got another 43, taking us to 37,712. Unfortunately, no oddities found in this half of the bag, so let's hope we get more luck in the second half. And the second half, we've got another 51, taking us to 37,763. Quite a few more oddities. We've got 2 pennies from Gibraltar with these, I think the Barbary Parch, if memory serves. 2012 and 2013, which is pretty cool. And 1 from the Isle of Man with that cool Lockton Ram, 1976 I think. So cool stuff, but on to the next bag. Okay then, penultimate bag. One more bag after this one, and my hands are getting filthy dirty again, so let's see if we can get through this. First half of the bag gives us another 48, which takes us to 37,811. Just the one oddity, which looks just a bit like a grubby penny, but rotated. Look at that. Someone has painted that red, which I think is quite cool. Obviously no value to it. This has been done by someone after it's been in circulation, but now one for my oddity box. Right, and of course we've got another half of the bag to get through next. And from the second half of the bag, another 44, taking us to 37,855. A few more oddities as well. That's a Guernsey crab, 1998, which is very cool. Jersey Tower, 2003. And then bizarrely, we've got another red painted coin. Not a stick, the paint on this one, but still stands out. It's got to be kept. But my favourite coin found so far. Look at the lovely colours just on the reverse, but the obverse is glorious. That sort of oil slicky, purpley, bluey yellowy coloration I think is absolutely gorgeous. So my favorite coin of these coins so far, but we've got one last bag to hunt through, and boy do my hands need washing, so let's hurry up and get on with it. Here we go then, bag number 10. Let's see what we find. First half of the last bag brings us another 41 coins, taking us to 37,896. So no oddities in this half of the bag, but let's get into the second half and see what we get from that. And then finally, to wrap off the hunting, another 53. Very good roster. Takes us to 37,949. And then there's one oddity left. It's an Irish penny from 1971, which is very, very cool. Well, that is all the hunting that I'm prepared to do done for this first part of the video. Next, we're going to have a look at the big tin of coins I've been saving from the Unhuntables and see what that does to the total. Okay then, so these are the coins from the Unhuntables in this lovely R2D2 case, which I think was sent to me in the PO box if memory serves, but it is rather full. These are all the 5p and 2p coins from the year 2000 that I found whilst doing the Unhuntables with Grossi. That's quite a few coins, so I'm going to dig through them and find out exactly how many are there. Well, that added up to 605 more coins towards the world record from the Unhuntables, taking us to 38,554. And now we've got to get into the ones sent into the PO box. And then I've got all the ones from the PO box videos over the last just over a year since I last did this, so let's see if we can get all of these out. Right then, Captain Phasma is all empty, just so we have a satisfying pour. That's the first one done. Now we need to empty out Darth Vader. Darth Vader is now empty. Here we have contents. Moving on, we have a Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper is now empty. Now we have the contents. Then we've got BB-8 next. BB-8 is now empty. Here we have the results. And we've got Stormtrooper number 2 next. Stormtrooper 2 is now empty. And here's the contents. And we've got Darth Vader 2 next. Darth Vader 2 now empty. That was what was inside. And then we've got the Star. The Star is now empty. Which leaves us one more. First Order Trooper money pack. Piggy bank, which is the largest of them all. First Order Stormtrooper helmet is now empty. I don't even dare spill all these out because they will go everywhere, but there's a couple more bits to get through now. This tin is full of pennies from the year 2000, or coins from the year 2000 that I've received at Royal Mint trips, so get these out. So there we go. Now it's just a case of checking that all of these are actually from the year 2000, so I'll do that and find out exactly how many there are. Well then, that took quite a bit longer than I had anticipated, even with a bit of assistance, which I was very, very grateful for. There was only a handful that weren't from the year 2000, which is amazing stuff. But in grand total, this isn't them all, because they won't all fit onto my desk. It's 8,112 that have been sent in by you wonderful viewers over the last year since my last upload. Apologies, there is a thunderstorm going on at the moment, which is a bit crazy. So it takes us to a final close of 46,666 pennies and other coins from the year 2000, taking us inchingly closer to that final goal. And I'm sure I will definitely try my best to do another update a lot sooner than this one has been. But as ever, we need to go to my appreciation boards. These are images of the appreciation boards I've got with everyone's names who have kindly contributed towards the world record. Some people appearing multiple times because naturally, if I get coins from one person called Bob and then I get a letter weeks or months later from someone called Bob, I don't know if that's the same Bob or a different Bob, so to make sure I don't miss anyone out, they do go onto the board each time that they write in with assistance towards this world record. So a massive thank you from me to everyone who has been so kind as to contribute towards this world record, and your patience in this year-long wait for the latest upload. But or update I should say. But like I said, it does take an awful lot of time to get through this, but if I keep on top of it, hopefully I'll be able to do it in much more manageable chunks. So then, here we go, we're on the final stretch towards this world record, and very soon we'll be reaching out to Guinness, hopefully, to verify that the record has been broken. We'll breach the record by a little margin first, with a little bit of flexibility and wiggle room, obviously, and we want to have a nice number above the current world record, but we are getting so very close now. So again, thank you very much for your help. Links as ever in the description of the video to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come over and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO Box address if you want to write in, and of course the Britannia Coin Company, whose YouTube channel I work for as my day job, making videos for them, so please do check that out as well. All it leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. Crash and thunder and lightning. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.